The Toronto Maple Leafs are in a tailspin, and after yet another disappointing loss, the urgency for change has never been clearer. What's going on with this team? Head coach Craig Berube didn't hold back, criticizing the squad's lack of fight and accountability. With just 16 games left before the playoffs, is it time for a shakeup to ignite that spark? If you're as passionate about the Leafs as I am, stick around as we dive into the heart of the matter. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give a like to stay on top of all the latest Leafs news. After another disappointing game, the Toronto Maple Leafs are left reeling from a 4-2 loss to the Ottawa Senators, marking their 5th defeat in 6 games. As a passionate fan and commentator, I can't help but feel a mix of frustration and concern. Coach Craig Berube didn't mince words when he addressed the team's performance, emphasizing a glaring lack of urgency. With just a handful of games left until the playoffs, it's alarming to see the team so disconnected and seemingly stagnant. Berube pointed out that the 3 goals conceded were a product of losing battles at the blue line. It's a fundamental aspect of hockey, and the fact that the Leafs struggled in that area is telling. When a team lacks urgency and fails to win crucial battles, it shows a deeper issue that goes beyond mere tactics. It speaks to the team's mindset. As he noted, when we decided to have urgency and do things the right way, we were a much better team in the 3rd period. Unfortunately, being behind often means it's too late to turn things around. Austin Matthews echoed these sentiments after the game, expressing his disappointment with the team's attitude. This isn't just about strategy, it's about the heart and determination that every player needs to bring to the ice. As fans, we all want to see our team fight for every inch, especially as the playoffs loom closer. Berube's concerns about the team's attitude are valid. It's not just about showing up, it's about coming with the right mindset from the first puck drop. He's right. Players need to hold themselves accountable and recognize the importance of every single game leading up to the playoffs. The urgency and attention to detail he's calling for are non-negotiable if the Leafs hope to make a serious run this spring. The changes Berube made to the lineup prior to the game could explain some of the struggles, yet it feels like more of an excuse than a reason. Chemistry doesn't happen overnight, but at this point in the season, players need to adapt quickly. With only 16 games left on the schedule, time is running out for the team to find their rhythm and make the necessary adjustments. So, what does this mean for our beloved Leafs? Are these recent strategic moves the right path moving forward? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, I understand the need for adjustments as we gear up for the playoffs. On the other, it's hard to ignore the growing sense of urgency that this team must embrace. It's crucial to strike that balance between experimenting with line changes and maintaining a winning formula. As fans, we've invested so much hope and emotion into this season, and it's tough to watch our team struggle. We all want to see them rise to the occasion, especially after so many years of near misses in the playoffs. The decisions being made now will undoubtedly shape our chances in the postseason. Are we seeing the beginnings of a breakthrough, or are we just delaying the inevitable? And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Do you believe Berube's adjustments will pay off, or are we setting ourselves up for another heartbreaking playoff run? Let's dive into this debate together. As we look ahead, I can't stress enough how important it is for the Leafs to get things right. The players need to step up and show their commitment to each game. They have the talent. Now it's time to back it up with grit and determination. Ryan Reeves' situation has taken a troubling turn for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Just when we thought the team was making strategic moves to bolster its chances, Reeves was waived just before the trade deadline to give the Leafs some much-needed salary cap flexibility. But with the recent string of disappointing performances, including a tough 4-2 loss against the Ottawa Senators, it feels like the organization is in a bit of a tailspin. The Leafs brought in Scott Laughton and Brandon Carlo in hopes of shaking things up, yet the results have been anything but promising. Since their arrivals, the team has only managed a 1-4 record. This has left fans scratching their heads, especially considering that Reeves was one of the players impacted by these acquisitions. He was waived on March 6th and subsequently assigned to the Toronto Marlies the following day. But here's the kicker. Reeves hasn't reported to the AHL since being sent down. That's not just concerning. It's downright alarming for a player known for his positive attitude and strong presence in the locker room. At 38 years old, Reeves has always been recognized for his physical play and ability to protect teammates. Yet this season, he's struggled to show that side of his game. With 0 goals and just 2 assists in 35 games, his average annual value of $1.35 million isn't justified by his offensive contributions. Rather, it's his physicality that was supposed to make him worth that price tag. The lack of that physical presence this season likely played a significant role in his demotion. Adding to the drama, one of the players Reeves was brought in to support, Scott Lawton, had to leave the recent game due to a concerning eye injury. This opens the door for Reeves to potentially be called back up. But if he doesn't report to the Marlies, what does that mean for his relationship with the team? It's a tricky situation that could lead to tensions between him and the organization. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, freeing up cap space is crucial, especially as we head into the final stretch of the season. On the other hand, letting go of a player like Reeves, who has the potential to bring grit to the lineup, feels like a gamble. His absence could be felt, especially if the team continues to struggle with physicality and player protection. As a passionate fan, I can't help but feel a mix of anxiety and hope. The Leafs have made some big moves, but at what cost? Are we sacrificing the heart and soul of our team for financial maneuvering? It's a dangerous game, and I fear it could lead to more disappointment. The pressure is mounting, and the fan base is restless. It's crucial that the front office navigates this situation wisely. The last thing we need is to alienate a player who, while struggling, has historically been an important part of the locker room culture. If Reeves doesn't show up for the Marlies, it could paint a picture of discontent that might resonate throughout the entire organization. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Was waiving Reeves the right move, or will it come back to haunt us? It's time for us, the fans, to weigh in on this pivotal moment in the season. It's not just about the players on the ice, it's about the heart and spirit of the team we cherish. So, let's keep the conversation going. Make sure to like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all the latest news surrounding our beloved Toronto Maple Leafs. And remember to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. We're in this together as we navigate the ups and downs of this season. Let's hope for brighter days ahead.